All righty, let's go. Developing your sales script and how to set client expectations. This is a very important topic, as the previous two were that we discussed. This one here is more so about how to discuss your business with your clients and knowing what to say just in case you bump into someone on the street, or if they see you wearing your logo shirt or merchandise like I have on tonight, and they, oh, what do? You don't want to be caught off guard. Excuse me. You want to have a prepared message ready that you can have to state to the potential client and be ready to sell your business. As for the part of setting client expectations, you want to set your client to know from the beginning what you can and cannot do, what your limits are, because you are a business, that you want to let them know that you can't be contacted at any point in time of the day. You want them to know your business hours. Again, you want them to know things that you can do and things that you cannot do, and just boundaries that you don't want them to cross. Okay. Again, the importance of having a sales script is having a sales script can be highly beneficial in promoting your business effectively. A well-crafted sales script can provide structure. It gives you an outline to follow, so you always follow that outline when speaking with someone. Consistency, it means your message is consistent, that what you say to person A is what you say to person L. It's always the same message on point with a little bit of changes, depending on who you're talking to. Read the room, the climate of the room, okay? And guidelines. It keeps you on track to increase your chances for success, which goes along the same thing, because you're always repeating the same thing. You have that guide to follow. You're making sure you hit this point, that point, the third point, this point. And if you can do that on a consistent basis, you'll have success. Again, remember, from week one, everyone's a salesperson. It's just a matter of effort and time put into it. So if you hone your skills at it, you will be successful. Okay, first thing about your sales script, it provides clarity and focus. You articulate your business value proposition clearly and consistently. Again, you state who you are, what you do, what you can do, and you repeat it over and over again. So every customer hears the same thing. And then once you rehearse it and you develop this script, it becomes second nature. Ensures that important points are communicated. By having this script written down before you memorize it and have it set to your memory bank, you know that, hey, I need to get these points across. I'm open from 9 to 5. We're open Monday through Saturday. We're closed on Sunday. We do picnics for people from 5 to 25. Those main topics are always discussed and communicated because they're important, and the customer needs to know your hours of operation, when you can be contacted, what days you're open, and your off schedule, because you do deserve off time. That you have other things that you must do, and you don't want to be interrupted during that time. So you want to have those factors communicated. They're very important. You make sure your key benefits are highlighted. You make sure the clients know we offer, the location we have on the beach, for example. When 625 comes, the sun is right there. It's such a beautiful picture that you'll have a beautiful backdrop to propose to at this time, or you'll have a beautiful engagement shot, or you'll have a beautiful wedding shot. You want to highlight the key factors of your business. We just don't serve Deer Park water. We have not distilled water, I don't want to drink that, but we have, Evian, whatever high price brand water that's popular in your neighborhood. You want to highlight those things and get them across to your clients. And the next thing it does, it avoids any confusion of who you are and what you do. Again, back to what I said earlier. It lets them know I'm open at this time. This is who we are. We're a business. We do this, we do that. And this is what we do and in what time frame we can do it in for you. So you want to have those factors keyed into your sales script that provides clarity and focus. Okay, the second thing it does, it provides professionalism and confidence. The more you do it, the more polished and confident you become. Your pitch becomes second nature. It becomes just as simple as you walking up to someone saying, "Hi, my name is Roland Faison." It's second nature to me. I've been, since I could talk and knew what my name was, that's what I could say. I say it with confidence. You're the same way. "Hi, I'm Mary Rogers. Hi, I'm Mark Clark." You say it with confidence, and developing your script in a professional manner gives you that. And then the next one, it presents you in a professional manner. It's not like you're just out there willy-nilly or just, "Oh yeah, I run a business." No, you sound more professional. You sound polished. You sound like you know what you're talking about. You exude confidence. And then the confidence you exude goes to your client, and it makes your client feel comfortable, like, "Oh yeah, he or she knows what they're talking about. This is really interesting. Let me dig deeper into finding out what this business is about. And this is something I'm very interested in." Okay. And then the next thing is, it helps you feel more prepared and knowledgeable. It can get rid of the nerves. Some people get nervous speaking in public. Some people say, "I'm not a salesperson." Again, we're entrepreneurs. We're all salespeople. But it helps you be more prepared because you're not thinking about what you have to say. You already know it. You've been studying it, and you're knowledgeable about your business. You know it to a T. It leads right into the next point. It effectively answers questions. So when the client comes back to you and with a question, you don't have to, let me think about it. No, because you know your business and you set what you wanted to say in your introductory conference with them. You know it. You have the answers right away. You can answer with confidence right back with them in a professional manner. It also helps you address objections with confidence, because when you're sitting down to write your script, you're thinking about what objections would a client have. Again, go back to last week's lesson. Addressing the concerns. Think like your client, which we talked about in week 1. Think as if you're the client. So when you're writing those questions down of what people may have objections to, you already have the answer. You study the answer. So when you hear it, it's not catching you off guard. You can spit the information right back to them with confidence and let them know that, yes, I know my business and I am professional. Third step, consistency. Make sure every time you are delivering a consistent message. We spoke about that earlier. You want to tell person A the same thing you told person L. You want you want Z to hear the same thing you told L. It's a consistent message all the way through, which leads us into the next thing. It keeps you on brand. You know what your brand is. It keeps you on point. Listen, this is what we do. This is how we do it. And this is how you're going to be satisfied. You know that inside out, and it keeps you on that message where you're not straying and drifting off course of what your business can do. You're telling them, we can have your picnic set up at 4. It'll end at 6. We'll have you out of there at that time. Our crew will come in, have you cleaned up at 6:30. You're on your way. Your brand is, I'm timely, efficient, and you have an extraordinary experience. You want to stay on that brand because that's the image you portray to the public. Like Nike, just do it. That's what they're known for. They just do it. In Chick-fil-A, known for their service. It helps to stay on your brand by being consistent in your message. And when you do that, it builds trust. Excuse me. The client knows, when you go to Chick-fil-A, you know you're going to get exceptional service. You know that. Before you even get in the line, when you're driving down the highway, you see the line backed up. You're not weary of that because you know you're not going to be in that line long, because consistently they've shown you that they will get you through the line with top-notch service. They have your car name, your payment. They'll tell you to pull around. Somebody's walking to the car, all those things. You trust them. They've built trust with you. And that's what you want to do with your sales script, is build consistency in your voice. And then your customers will have that same, I don't like the word customers. Your clients will have that same belief in you. Number 4, again, helps you overcome objections. It includes strategies to address objections and concerns. You have ready-made responses. I just hit on that a minute ago. Think of yourself as the client. What objections would you have to your business model? What questions would you ask that you did not address? Write those down. Once you write those down, then you come up with your responses that, you can alleviate their concerns, that they'll understand, hey, okay, this is what he's talking about. Or I feel comfortable now that he or she has explained it to me, because you've had your responses ready-made and you're ready to go. Continuous improvement is the 5th one. Okay? The more you do it, the better you will become. You do it repetition over and over and over and over again until it's second nature to you. And each time you'll learn what worked. Well, that didn't go over well with this client, and this client really had that objection to what I said. Maybe I should say it this way this time. And you'll improve your script, and you'll just get better and better at it. And next one, you analyze the feedback from your interactions. As I said, I said this, maybe I should have said that, because they didn't interact with me very well when I said that. So you take that in. And then on a positive note, you know what? Let me say this again, because when I told them about our sunset at 6:25, their eyes lit up. So you want to keep that part, because that's the interaction. That's the feedback. You want negative and positive feedback. All feedback is good. And going into the last one, make the adjustments. Adjust as needed. Like I just said, well, that didn't work, but this really works well. So let me drill down on that more, and we'll keep our sales script going and improving, and then we'll get more clients. Number 6, this is the most important one of them all. Aim for your script to be delivered within 2 minutes. You got to get in, you got to get out. Don't overtalk it. You want to grab the client's attention. That's the first one. Grab their attention. Hey, I'm rolling from XYZ Picnics. We do luxurious beachfront picnics. Grab their attention right away. Then deliver the key information. What you do, when you do it, how you do it, what benefits you have, which goes into the next point. Highlight your benefits. Tell them about your features. What you're trying to do is the last point. Make them have a call to action moment where they have to make a decision. Oh, I have to book with them. I want to experience this. My mate and I would enjoy this. Oh, the family would enjoy this. This would be a great idea to give as a wedding present. This would be a great idea for a bridal shower. This would be a great idea for a baby shower. Those are the call to action moments you want to produce, but you want to do it within those 2 minutes. It can't be longer than 2 minutes, and it shouldn't be shorter than 30 seconds. So 30 seconds to 2 minutes is your time frame. Okay, here's a sample sales script. I'm not going to talk it. I'm going to leave it on the screen for a while, let you guys read it. You're free to take it down. It's going to be posted on our YouTube channel, so you can go back and review it and pause the screen. And copy this information. Feel free to change it, insert any things that you want, but this is just a sample of what a sales script should look like and what it should say. So I'll give you a few moments to read it and take a look at it, and then we'll move on to the next slide. Okay, hopefully everyone's had a chance to read that, take notes, take a screenshot. Again, it will be posted in our YouTube channel in our group, so we can go back and rewatch the video and copy the sales script down. But as you see, it hits on all the major points that we've discussed so far. 1 through 6 are talked about in the sales script, and it's shorter than 2 minutes. This clocked in at about 1 minute and 35 seconds when I read it. Okay, key takeaways concerning your sales script. While it's an invaluable tool, it's important to note that it should not be rigidly followed. Leave room for flexibility, meaning have the foundation for it, have the outline for it, but read the room, read the customer's face, read their personality, and adapt your sales script to that. But don't, which goes into the next line, adapt to different situations. Change it, but stay with your outline. Make sure you hit those key points, but the way you deliver it may be different, but you have the key points memorized. So it's okay if you go out of sequence, but you still hit them. You know, be an active listener. Listen to what the client's saying. Listen to their body language. Yes, you can listen to body language. Listen to their verbal language, how they're reacting, what are they saying? You know, pay attention to those signs and then interact with them. As it says, that's a key and will help you understand what they're going through, what they're thinking in their head, what they're processing. And you'll know that, wait a minute, if I say this, it'll spark that interest in them. So that's very important. Okay. Then it has to be a balance between following your script and a genuine conversation. You don't want to sound rehearsed. You want it to sound second nature, just as you having a conversation with your mom, your dad, your kids, your sister, your brother, significant other, anything like that. You know, just a regular conversation. You don't want to sound, well, I did this that way, and this, you know, you don't want to sound like that. You just want to be calm, relaxed, professional, poised, and confident. And lastly, again, read the room and adjust your script accordingly. If you do that, you'll have success. You have to put in the work to get the success. No work will not lead to success. You put in the time, you will get the clients. Okay, on to the second part of our class today, setting client expectations. Setting clients' expectations involves clearly communicating and managing specific details and standards that clients can anticipate when booking your service. Knowing what they're going to get from you. Knowing the boundaries that you set. You set the boundary with them. Many times I've dealt with people and consulted with people, and they want to know why this didn't work out that way. Well, you didn't set the expectation. You left a wide window for them to ask you questions and leave unanswered questions out there. You let things linger, so to speak. Close all the loopholes. Make sure you address, why are you calling me at 2 o'clock in the morning? Our business hours are from 9 to 9. You know, you don't want to be harsh, but you set the expectations of what you're going to be to them. You'll know someone if they fit your brand. Again, we'll go back to week 1, knowing your target market, knowing your clients, you know, and you'll see, is your target market, is a subset of that a needy person or needy people? Is this person an outlier of that? Are they needy? But you need to reel that in from the beginning. So down the road, as you get closer to your event, you won't have the problems of, why are they consistently calling me? Why can't I get in contact with them? After the booking, you still should be in contact with them to discuss other matters of business, just to let them know what's going on. Set the expectation level that they can expect from you and what you expect from them. Setting client expectations. What are you accomplishing? Again, you're establishing a mutual understanding between you and your client to ensure that their desires align with what your business can do. What that means is what they desire is in the realm and the scope of what your business can do. If someone comes to me and wants something, I have to make sure it aligns with what Diosa Events can do. No, ma'am, no, sir. Let me forward you on to someone else. We can't handle what you're trying to accomplish. Or, yes, ma'am, yes, sir. We most certainly can accommodate you on those things. So you don't want to give out false pretenses. You want to set the expectations from the beginning, because people are more apt to spread a negative comment than they are a positive comment. And we've all dealt with that at some point in our lives, both personally and professionally. 4 keys to establishing the correct expectation level. Communication is number 1. You have to communicate from the beginning to the end. You can't let weeks go by without talking to your client. If they book 6 months out, you should be talking to them at least 2 to 3 times a month, at least via phone call at least once, and maybe 2 to 3 emails. Hey, I'm just checking on you, letting you know things are progressing well. The designs that you asked for are coming along great. The flowers are looking good. Any information just to keep them in the loop so they're not sitting there wondering. And also, you need to ask all the questions so you're not caught off guard at the last minute. Well, I really wanted this, but I didn't want that, which leads into our next thing, timeliness and deliverables. You want them to give you the information on time so you can prepare, because this may be a part-time business for you. This may be a full-time business for you, but you usually have more than one client. So you don't want them infringing on your next client or client that may be down the road, a prospect. So you have to have things in a timely manner, but also you have to deliver on time. If you promise to have it set by 12:30, you should have it set by noon. Always try to have your setups done 30 minutes before the start time, at least. At least. It's very important. So you don't want to be setting up while the client's walking in. They may come early. Prime example, this evening, when I logged onto the Zoom call, we already had 3 people on, but I was prepared for them. We were ready to go, had the soothing music ready for them, and just relaxing until waiting for 8:30 for our class to start. Okay? Deliverables. Deliver what you promised. If you can't do it, do not. I repeat, do not promise it if you can't deliver it. It's not if you think you can, it has to be you can when you discuss it with the client. You have to know with confidence that, yes, you asked for a balloon arch. I will have that balloon arch there with purple and red balloons as requested, 75 of them. Yes, I will deliver those red roses at 1:15, just like you asked, right at the time you're going to propose. Yes, we will have the cotton candy machine for the kids. Yes, we will have the tic-tac-toe board out. You have to be on time for what you promise you can deliver. The next thing is pricing. Once you get to the pricing point, You want to set the expectation level. You want to be firm with your pricing and not have the client, excuse me, saying, oh, well, I thought you said, and then I thought this. Well, no. We discussed it. We went through it thoroughly. And you don't want to be harsh about it, but, sir, ma'am, we discussed it in a calm manner and we set the pricing. We went over it. We reviewed your contract. Here's the pricing that we agreed to, and as well as payment. And here are the dates that you said you were going to pay on. So you want those things to be set. You want expectation level to be done. You don't want to be, oh, well, I thought I had one more week. No, ma'am. No, sir. Contract states 14 days prior to your event, full payment must be received. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. I understand. There's something came up, which is at your discretion as an owner to say, I understand something came up, but you understand our no refund policy after 30 days. What I can do for you is schedule at another date on our calendar that is open and available at this time, but you set the expectation level. They know that you're firm in what you said and you're going to deliver what you promised, but they have to deliver on their end what they promise. Limitations and restrictions. Again, this is when you can contact me. I'm open from 9 to 9 p.m., 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. You're willing to call me anytime during those hours. Anytime after those hours, please leave me an email or a voicemail. I will get back to you in regular business hours. And as a joke, everyone's probably, hopefully, seen the movie The 5 Heartbeats. What did Big Red say when he hung the guy out the window? When are your hours? What are my office hours? I'm open from 9 to 5. So you want to set those limitations so that they know they're not interrupting your personal life or interrupting you while you're at another event with calls. So accept those expectations and the limitations on what they can do. Also, the restrictions. Relay any restrictions that may come. You don't want to surprise your guests with at the last minute, oh, I thought this part was available. They usually allow us to let balloons in. Make sure they know all restrictions that are in place. You're not allowed to park here. You're not allowed to park there. You're not allowed to play loud music. You're not allowed to have balloons. You're not allowed to put anything on the walls. If you're inside, you're not allowed to drive stakes in the ground. You're not allowed to walk on the grass. You can't smoke on the beach. You can't have bottles on the beach. Relay any of those things so their expectations level are set, because you don't want them to show up to your location really amped up and fired up and ready to go. And then you say, nah, you can't do that. I'll give you an example. A wedding a few years back that I was a part of was in a church. They wanted to play Luther Vandross, secular music. So they had it all planned out, but no one asked the question. So when we got to rehearsal the night before the wedding, everything was thrown off because the church said, oh no, unfortunately, we don't allow secular music of any kind, even though it's a wedding song. We don't allow it to be played in our church. The restrictions and limitations weren't set. They didn't ask the right questions, nor did the host church give out their restrictions. So you don't want to be caught in that situation. That's it for this evening. Thank everyone for joining us. Our next session will be on Monday, July 3rd at 2023 at 8:30 Eastern Time, 7:30 Central Time, 5:30 on the West Coast. The topic will be building partnerships with other business collaborations. At this time, I want to stop sharing my screen. If anyone has any questions, we will take them at the present time. Just unmute yourselves and let it out, or you can just drop it in the chat. Hopefully everyone got something out of this tonight. It's really exciting joining everyone each week, and we look forward to the coming weeks. Hopefully you're part of our Facebook groups and our YouTube channel. This video will be posted at the latest this time tomorrow night. It'll probably be up before that. All right. Any questions? Some of let's see. Some objections we've count. Well, what do you do in situations with weather? You know, and I have to tell them, okay, we have a contingency plan, which was a topic today I had to discuss with someone today, which was one of our sales, the marketing tip of the day was about that. We have something in place for that. We have an inside venue, someone we work with, and we also have a backup plan where you can move inside your home and have it, or we can postpone it until another date that's available on our calendar. Another objections is with alcohol. We live in the state of Maryland. That's kind of hard. You can't do that. So people want, well, what do? We want adult beverages. I'm sorry, we can't have it. It's against the law. It's against the rules. Again, this weekend, 4th of July, people want to do fireworks. We're allowed nothing but sparklers here in Maryland. Let's see. What is the best way to find your target group? You believe you, I'm skipping down one. You're welcome, Pam. I'm skipping down one. I believe I'm luxury affordable. Type in the chat or unmute yourself and tell me, who are you going after? Who is the group that you're after? What's the person? What's the ideal person look like? What's their demographic? How old are they? What race are they? Where do they hang out at? That's how you find out who your target market is. If you go back to our YouTube channel, video 1, that was the first we discussed the 7 steps of the sales cycle in determining who your client market is. You have to write down all the things, the variables that that the person you're looking for. I can't define that for you. Luxury affordable to me means middle-class family. Mom, dad, couple kids, they're looking for maybe they're teenagers and they're looking for a nice night out of town. Like I said, I live in the DC area. So they have mom works for the government, dad, works for Metro, something like that. They're looking for something nice, but not expensive.
Right. So that's kind of who we've been booking. And I didn't unmute myself because I have a puppy and she might be a little rowdy in a second. But our clients have been, and we've only been doing this for like 7 months, have been families, wives surprising the husband, husband and wife doing, movie night with the kids, wife surprising husband for a birthday, or a girlfriend surprising her child's father with, daddy-daughter time. So I don't know, I feel like I'm kind of frustrated because I'm not booking like I think I should. Like everyone's wowed by them. My photos wowed by their experience, but I'm struggling trying to find out how to get people to book us and call me.
What you just said, this was popped in my head. You need to be at the hairdresser, the nail shop. You need to be at the shopping center. You need to be at the AAU games. You need to be ladies wind down Wednesday. What town are you in?
I'm in San Antonio, Texas.
You're in Texas. Okay. So you need to be down at the Alamo. You need to find out if there's someone, a business, a bar in the area that does a wind down Women's Wednesday night. You need to promote. You need to shoot me an email tomorrow. Either are you in our group? Either groups on Facebook?
I am. I am in. I'm also in the chat, I believe.
Okay, shoot me a DM tomorrow or email me. It's Faison.
Okay.
Actually, I'm gonna have my wife, Cassandra, drop that in the chat, please.
Okay.
Faison at dlcevents.com.
Mhm.
She's gonna drop that in the chat. Shoot me and we'll work out something. What we'll do is we'll come up with some flyers and some promotional things for you. And
Mhm.
we'll start working on a packet for you to get people to know you're there. And you may have to promote a Wednesday night for women, invite them out,
Mm.
and get a subset and be like, hey, come relax, get away from the kids, and then show them what you can offer the daddy daughter night, the family event, things of that nature. But you have to go to where they are. Where do they hang out? Again, the nail shop, grocery store, the AAU basketball, football, softball games.
Mhm.
Football is huge in Texas, so you guys play year round. So that at the football games, you might even want to introduce yourself there, do a mock setup outside the football game so you can do a tailgate,
Mm.
before the games,
Mhm.
baseball season, something like that. You got to find out where women hang out. You're a lady, so you know where ladies hang out in San
Yeah.
Antonio. Where they
Yeah.
hang out at is where you need to be.
Yes, sir. Okay.
Okay. And
Yeah.
like I said,
Appreciate that.
shoot me that email.
Okay.
I think it should be in the chat. Is it in the chat yet? Okay.
Mm,
R Faison at
okay.
dlcevents.com. It should be in the chat in a minute.
Okay.
Let's see.
Thank you
Pam,
so
I'm struggling with pain points. What part of that are you struggling with?
Okay, like I know they're busy moms and they're looking for some type of way to do some type of celebration. But beyond that, it's like, how am I wording it? How do I get them? I'm kind of like in the same boat as the lady just before the question you just asked. So I
Mhm.
was like, oh, okay, those are good ideas. But I struggle with that because I can't get beyond just those like two or three things.
What city are you at?
I live in East Granby, Connecticut.
So you're in Connecticut. What's big this time of year? Are there any festivals going on?
They will be having the jazz festival, but because of what happened, and I was because of what happened last year, people were bringing like these big, huge tents and all of that. They're going to be cutting out the picnic tables and that kind of thing. Um,
Uh,
and they have a little festival. They call it like the music series.
mhm,
That starts July through the end of July, and that's
mhm,
over in Simsbury, Talcott Mountain. And I live in near affluent neighborhoods,
mhm.
but
Can you
I
get there?
can I get there?
Yes.
Oh yeah, yeah, I can get there.
Okay. Next question. Sorry to cut you off, but I'll lose my train of thought. Um, is it too late for you to become a vendor? And then you can pick back up what you were saying.
Well, the when they have that event itself, you can bring your own picnic table. So the vendors will actually be like food trucks. So you can set they have like a section that's set off for people who purchase tables, and then they
Mhm.
have the section outside of that for just the open field. So you can set up the picnic. Um but I was thinking I'm gonna do it, but I wouldn't be able to do things so that it would block the view of people trying to actually see the entertainers.
So my recommendation, Pam, if I may call you that, is see if you can become a vendor, a preferred vendor. Get yourself near one of those food trucks, collab with them, and that's going into next week's topic. But collab with them. See if you can do a mock-up on each side of them,
Oh, okay.
so people will see what you have to offer. And if you have any family, friends, kids, anybody that want to go to the festival, let them act as clients for you there at the festival. Set it up, fully set it up, for your target market. And be like, hey, this is what we have to offer. Get you a QR code. It's free. Just go online, type in QR code, come up
I
with a
have
QR
one.
code. Yep. Print that out. Can you see my shirt?
No. Oh, okay, yep.
It's a light color. It might not come through.
I
Brand
see it.
yourself. Brand yourself. Brand everyone that's there that represents you. You said it's in July. If you can go online, you can get pins for like 14, 15 cents with your company's name on it. Try to get some hats, anything with your name on it. Brand it, have it there to give out. People will see you. That's why I say try to get with the most popular food truck. Asking you set up on eat both sides of them. If they don't say both sides, one side. Tell them anybody that books with you, you'll recommend them as food to, to deliver to your setting. So that's the win-win situation, because I jumping into next week's conversation, but when you're collabing with somebody, it's got to be a win-win for both of you guys.
Correct.
So, and you could tell them, look, hey, sometimes I do picnics at people's homes. You can pull your truck right up. You'll be my go-to. Let's come up together. Let's rise up together. But the main thing before we get too far down the road is you need to be at those festivals. And then also promote the fact that you said they're busy. Use that as your headline. Like, hey, busy moms, take 10 minutes, take 2 hours. Come on down, relax, and see the experience relaxation. Pick a night of the week that's fun, where because what's going on in your town. Maybe Thursday is not the hot night, when everything's busy with kids or anything, and set up something. Have somewhere for them to go. Like as I told Alicia, I think that's how you say it. I hope I'm saying it right. I'm sorry if I'm bushing it, but have a wind down Wednesday. Just kick up your heels type of thing. Another thing you can have, I recommended to someone a couple of weeks ago, have a aunt tea party. AUNTEA, aunt tea. You get it? So
I got it.
it'll get, celebrate the women. So maybe, the younger generation, the young ladies may be like, hey, you know what? Let me, I see this from my aunt. My aunt would enjoy this. My grandma would enjoy it. Anything that could spark their interest for you to get them out. And that will help you overcome your pain point there. But you just have to be where they are. Just catch them where they are. We can't sit, a lot of times in the group, you hear me say, go get them. We're not waiting for them to come to us. We're going to get them. Go where they are. Go where they are, especially in this business, because a lot of people don't know we exist because it's not prevalent. They don't think about it that way. So that would be my suggestion. Try to get to those festivals and try to promote yourself as a wind down place, as a relaxation moment for the ladies. And then they'll see it, and then they'll go home and tell their husband, significant other, whomever, I want to experience this. And you'll grow your business that way.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
You're welcome. Anyone else? Carla, nice idea with the football. Yes, Carla. Try to not show. Carla, you still here? Unmute. Tell me what area you're in, if you can.
I'm
Or
in
type it in.
Cincinnati.
Cincinnati. I'm not gonna hold it against you that you live in Ohio. Go blue, go blue, go blue. I love my Michigan Wolverines, even though I live in DC. But I'm not gonna hold it against you. I'm gonna treat you nice. I just worked with a young lady about a month ago who's in Ohio. There are tons of festivals going on. She was out near Columbus. There are tons of festivals going on. I've been to Cincinnati. I think it was like September when you guys do the big riverboat thing down by where the Reds and the Bengals play.
Yes,
You know what I'm talking about?
on the banks.
Yeah. I've been there. Oh, it's been about 12, 13 years ago. I got to see Bo Diddley there, so that lets you
Okay,
know how I
the
am.
bank probably wasn't around then, but it's the area.
Yeah. So get with football for you guys is big in your area. So
Yeah.
what you want to do is start thinking now, because July is coming and then NFL starts the middle of July. But Pop Warner football with the little kids, you guys have leagues and high schools. Reach out to the high school ADs and see if you can set up something where you can do picnic tailgates. Reach out to the little leagues teams in your area, the Pop Warner teams, and say, hey, you know what? The moms, the first part of the season is warm. So, you can do it then. The moms are going to be out here with the tents. Some moms are into football, some moms aren't. But set up, little picnics, tailgates for the little sister that might be on the cheerleading squad. Or, most of the time, if you go to those games, you see kids just running around all over the place, and they're trying to keep up with them. So you can capture that market.
Right.
And just you do two setups at a game. I'm not sure what your price. Let's just say your prices are $400. You made your quick $800, and you're in the same location, and you did it both at the same time. It didn't take up your whole day.
Right. I like what you said, because the Bengals they've been doing good. So the football's been going crazy here with the Bengals, and I had just said I wanted to do a Bengals theme setup. And then when you said something about tailgating, I said, I'm going to set it up at tailgating.
Yes. Yep. And how you can do it, how you can promote it at the Bengals game is, look, come on down. All you have to do is show up, get toasted, go to the game. I'm providing everything. I got the cleanup, got the setup. You don't have to worry about nothing. I'll tell you the designated spot I'm in, or you tell me where you're at. We'll be there. We'll set it up. You just show up and go.
Yes, and I also wanted to offer
a walk from downtown, so that's a good area for you.
Yeah, I also wanted to offer like on the Monday night footballs or the night football games where you can watch the football game in the tent on the projector.
Yeah. Yes, that is a great idea. A great idea. Yeah, and start working on it now, because it'll be September before you know it. It'll be this year. It's hard to believe we are a couple of days away from July. This year is flying by. So start working on that now and promoting it so you can build up interest.
Okay. So I need to start getting ready to promote around now, basically, is what you're saying.
Yes. Gear up now, because preseason football, most teams report to camp in the middle of July, around July 15th. The Bengals are pretty good, so they may not be in early, but check your local sports channel, check out the NFL Network. I have DirecTV, it's channel 212. So, but check out whatever your cable or satellite provider is, NFL Network. And down at the bottom, they run the report dates for camps, or just Google Cincinnati Bengals when they open training camp. And then now align yourself with that promotion, build up to it, and then just follow it all the way through, because you guys may end up in a Super Bowl this year.
I hope.
Yeah, they were close last year. Who they?
Yeah. And our Reds are doing well right now too. So
yes. I'm in Maryland. I live over on the DC side, but they just beat up on the Orioles 2 out of 3 games. So I'm happy about that, because I'm a national. I'm over by the DC side of Maryland. But yeah, hopefully those things work. And again, you got my email address. Hit me up if any other questions, or you want to work on some promo stuff, and we can work on some stuff and get going on that. Okay.
Okay, great. Thank you.
You're welcome. Stacy, how to get more clients at a winery? Do you unmute for me if you can? Do you own the winery?
Yep. Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi. I do not own the winery. It's actually it's called Springgate. It's actually right in the center of like a really good populated area. So I live like right outside of Harrisburg, PA, and it's more like in the county area, and it's close to shopping centers. housing developments in the area. It's really popular because it opens up during the week, like 4 or 5 p.m. It gets really popular, and then they have like things on the weekend. So I do set up, and people are interested, but I guess it's like getting them to actually book.
Okay. Have you spoken with the winery about doing a collaboration?
Yes, I actually know the event coordinator there, and I remember and everything. She just says, let me know when you're doing a setup. That way she knows when I'm there. Because I speak with her personally, so other people won't know when I'm there or not, or what I'm
Mhm.
doing. So I do speak to her, let her know when I'm setting it up, and she lets me, do everything there for free, doesn't charge or anything.
What I would try to do if I were you, sit down if you have the time, develop a full-length plan to make you a partner with them. You can have them incorporate your price into a package for them, or you can separate yourself. Personally, I would probably say incorporate your price into what they want to offer, because more people are more apt to buy it because they think it's a part of the group. But say they charge whatever they charge $100 entry, and you go through the winery, you take the tour, and you do everything. When the tour is over, they usually try to sell you a bottle of wine. So your package aligned with them selling the wine is, oh, we'll sell you a bottle of wine. We'll also give you a picnic basket so you can go out in the vineyards, pull out a blanket, and then you could put a traditional picnic blanket together with a couple of glasses, a charcuterie board, some sausage, things like that. And then that ups the price to whatever you charge. So say you charge $100 for that. So now they've got a 200, whatever they pay for the bottle of wine, plus your package. But that cut of the package comes directly to you. So but you have to lay out a exquisite business plan, a proposal, and take it to them, whoever, not the event planner, but the decision maker in that business, and set up a business meeting and show them what you can offer and try to see if that'll work out, and then sell it a winery for you.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
You're welcome. Anyone else? I think that's it. I cannot remember who it was, but asked me about insurance a couple of weeks ago. I'm still digging. They were in Florida, and I just like, I'll look for every state. I'm still digging. It's a lot of companies out here. But so far I figured out that Next is one of the best to go with. So excuse me, if you're still looking for insurance, if you're on the line or if you watch the video, try Next, NEXT insurance, and see if you can get with them. But I'm still digging, and once I have more information, I'll get it to you guys. And just thinking as we're talking tonight, Monday's call, we're going to do it Monday. We'll probably do 2 next week. We'll probably do Monday, and then we'll come back again Thursday. We'll do Monday because it's the day before a holiday, and I know a lot of people miss us because they have to work in the lateness of the hour. On the East Coast, I try to get in at 8:30. But on Monday, we'll hit on doing collaboration really quick, but I promise we'll revisit it after that. But maybe we could do an open session where people can just shoot questions out, and we can learn from each other, learn where everyone's at, and just have a quick conversation and bounce some ideas off each other. Hopefully that sounds good to everyone. Thanks again for joining us. We look forward to it every week. And hopefully we're learning something. I'm learning from you guys, and hopefully you guys are learning from me. And stay tuned for more to come. And as I said, I'm going to try to get this on YouTube in our station tonight. If not by tonight, it'll be on tomorrow. Thanks, everyone. Have a good night and a safe day tomorrow and weekend. See you guys on Monday.
Thank you.
You're welcome, everyone. Bye.